Alvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adai Tano program. Harley-Davidson of Guam. Visit our new showroom, now located on Route 8 in Mighty. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, World War II survivors who have been waiting for the long overdue war reparations are going to have to wait longer. Plus, the THAAD security operations are handed off to the troops with the Guam National Guard. And one senator is defending her proposal to transfer the liberation festivities from the mayors to GVB. Hafide and good evening, Guahu Sinek Delgado. We begin with rather devastating news. While millions of people across the world were watching the Super Bowl today, KUAM News has learned a major fumble on behalf of the former Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio. That will leave Guam World War II survivors who have been waiting on the sidelines for war reparations to wait even longer. We spoke with Berdalio, who is in D.C., about her game plan moving forward. Chris Barnett has the story.
For most of her political career in Congress, Madeline Berdalio has been the head cheerleader when it comes to Guam's fight for war reparations.
I feel very bad. I fought very, very hard for this war claims for 16, 15 years. Right when I first started out, I introduced a bill. So, my passion is there, and it's just one of those intricacies, in the Congress.
According to Berdalio, it wasn't until the end of her term she realized there was a problem with war claims, and by then, the clock had run out on her.
We were unaware, at least that's what Mr. Carvalito told me, that we were unaware that we had to also go to appropriations to ask them for the money, even though it is a law. So we did put in our bill, but they didn't get to it. Right around that time, there was so much chaos up here in Washington with the elections and with everything else. So they never got around to it. So it has to be introduced, or it has to be, inserted in the next appropriation bill.
Berdalio says her successor, Congressman Mike Nicholas, will now have to pick up the ball and introduce legislation to correct Berdalio's error that's keeping Guam war claims applicants from getting paid. The 2017 NDAA authorized that excess Section 30 monies go to the payment of war claims.
He would just have to get involved in this, and it probably will be a little more difficult since he's not on armed services, but he will be able to do something with it, and he's going to have to visit with the appropriations people and just get to it right away.
Although the pressure is on San Nicolas, Berdalio says she'll do what she can, serving as the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration's Washington, D.C. liaison. She admits, though, she'll tread carefully because she doesn't want San Nicolas to call her on interference.
He's already done that. So, and I don't want to get into any, controversies with this person. I don't, that's not the way I work. Whatever it takes, and I'm not so sure, how this is going to go. So whatever input I can put in, and don't get it wrong, I'm not trying to usurp his duties or anything like that. I know my place.
With a new quarterback in Washington, the president of the Guam War Survivors Memorial Foundation, former Senator Frank Blas Jr., says it's time for Congressman San Nicolas to suit up for battle.
The ball was dropped, plain and simple, okay? And then now it is up to the current representative to be able to pick up that fumble, turn it around, okay, and score a touchdown.
About 2,100 survivors of the Japanese occupation of Guam have filed war claims requests with the Foreign Claims Settlement Commission. And as of October 2018, 200 of those claims were approved. Nati Calvo was 4 years old when she and her family were forced to march to the Menengun concentration camp. And she, like everyone else, forced once again to wait on the sidelines for war reparations to be resolved once and for all.
For the war survivors to have to wait what is probably going to be at least another year. Some of them don't have that much time.
I just feel very hurt.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Over the weekend, Congressman Nicholas emailed local media except KUAM announcing that he planned to make a major announcement regarding new developments involving war claims during a Facebook Live press conference. The press conference, however, was postponed due to concerns from the House Ethics Committee and is rescheduled for Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. Guam time. That's according to Sahara Defense, a legal counsel for Congressman Nicholas. The transition is set, Guam troops now taking the lead in securing the missile defense system based here in the territory. The world took a greater interest in the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System on Guam after North Korea's direct threat to the island in 2017. Over the past year, Task Force Wolf from Alaska has been given the mission to provide security for the THAAD on Andersen Air Force Base.
This marks the first time that a Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Task Force security mission transitions between Army and National Guard Army units.
The duty now given over to Task Force Guahan, troops from Guam.
Your work over the last year has indeed brought us a sense of comfort and a peace of mind. And now, soldiers from a tiny yet powerful place will be taking over to relieve you so you can return to your home and loved ones.
Task Force Wolf quickly stepped up to the challenge, built a tremendous team in record time, and provided top-notch security of Site Armadillo. This directly enabled the tactical ballistic missile defense of Guam.
The outgoing troops had been led by Guam's own Captain Ed Poppy IV.
Coming home is very emotional, coming back here for the defense of Guam mission, all the provocation. Thankfully, this past year, with our president in office, we were able to barter talks with North Korea, and we didn't have so many provocations this past year while I was on ship. So hopefully that continues, and so there will be no more threat to this region.
A transfer of authority ceremony was held at the Barrigada Readiness Center on Monday to signify the start of Task Force Guahan's mission here at home.
We had a great training with them, and they're very capable, and they will do an excellent job picking up where we left off. So the people of Guam should rest assured that they're in safe hands.
A transition report that highlights low morale, allegations of sexual harassment, and hostile work environment at the Guam National Guard is a concern for Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. The governor saying she had a team of people interview Guam Guard members. She's already working to address the issues since forwarded to her administration.
It's something to be concerned about, and the recommendation was to take immediate action, and that's what I did. In any organization, whether it's military, private, or public, you'll have some of those, and my protection of keeping the good reputation and the good integrity and the great success in the missions of the National Guard has led me to act very quickly, and I wanted to make sure that top leadership comes in with the qualifications and the integrity, the competency, and that I saw that in Lieutenant Colonel Esther Agagi.
The newly appointed Adjutant General, who is the first woman to take the job, also responds to the concern, saying the motivation and attitude of soldiers has proven otherwise.
They feel that some things are better now. Not that they haven't been, but they see opportunity. They see increases in diversity, and it doesn't take a lot for soldiers to be happy. You just need to let them know that they're important, and when they need to be heard, they're going to be heard. We're all here to help one another, and without those previous leaders, we really wouldn't have come to this point. So really, rather than focus on anything, I'd like to focus on gratitude. We wouldn't have come here without those outstanding, dynamic leaders who brought us to this point. And so my only challenge is to meet those expectations, and I hope I'm worthy of that.
Governor Leon Guerrero adds, as Commander-in-Chief, she has complete authority to appoint whoever she wants to lead the Guam Guard. The administration is working with the National Guard Bureau to assist Lieutenant Colonel Agagi with the promotion process as well. Vice Speaker Talina Nelson defends her surprise move to take away the mayor's control over Liberation Day festivities. Nelson and village leaders have been at odds over carnival gambling, which she admits is one of the main reasons for her new bill. Nestor Laconto reports.
Nelson's Bill 33 would replace the mayors with GVB as the organizer of the Liberation Day festivities. Mayor's Council President Melissa Savaras was caught off guard by the measure and says they were never consulted. but Nelson says she's giving them what they asked for.
I understand that when I repealed the law that allowed casino gambling during the Liberation Day festivities, the mayors made it very clear that if they didn't have the casino, then they didn't want the responsibility because of the cost.
Savares told KUAM News the mayors opposed the move, and she was critical of Nelson for not consulting with them on the bill. The senator says she believes GVB may be a better fit.
This was a proactive way to ensure that that there is revenue that is accounted for, and to also ensure that that I feel that GVB has a strong example of leading the community in festivities.
But the disagreement clearly centers around gaming. The mayors argue that it provides the bulk of the revenue for what would be an otherwise losing venture.
Pushing the gambling agenda, we are ignoring the people's voice. And the people voted many times, 5 times as a matter of fact, that they did not want casino gambling on Guam, even if it's for a short-term period. Are we willing to risk the social harms that gambling does for a Liberation Day festivity? And I think the answer is absolutely not.
Guam will celebrate the landmark 75th anniversary of liberation in July. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained, whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
We are in it for the long run, so you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, we never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you.
You can make each connection count with IT&E Prepaid. Talk, text, and share with the best price daily plans and rates. Stay in touch with loved ones, whether they're in Tumon, Garapan, San Jose, or even San Paulo, on the widest network in the Marianas. And reach out to friends and followers all over the world with the fastest, most reliable 4G LTE data. IT&E, explore your world.
MTO, professional janitorial services with a warm hospitality touch. MTO gives that gift year-round. Pressure wash roofs, pressure wash driveways, lawn service, home cleaning, carpet restoration, office cleaning, commercial window cleaning, floor care. When cleaning is in order, MTO has you covered. Call 647-6861 to inquire on how you can receive the maintenance you deserve.
MTO, celebrating 30 years with you, Guam.
The Ram 1500, unrelenting capability, groundbreaking style, uncompromising luxury. 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Right now, during Ram Truck Month at Cars Plus and Mighty, save up to $10,500 on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab or the new 2019 Ram 1500 Regular Cab. Only $208 per paycheck. Financing as low as 1.99% is available for those who qualify. Come see for yourself. It's Ram Truck Month at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Welcome back. Well, a frightening situation for the victims in this story. Fortunately, police were able to catch the 53-year-old man accused in an armed robbery reported over the weekend. Vincent Rodriguez Cepeda is charged with armed carjacking and second-degree robbery, both with a special allegation of possession or use of a deadly weapon in the commission of a felony, theft, and possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. It happened on Saturday along Bishop Flores Street in Hagåtña. Police say the suspect was holding a machete when he allegedly jumped into the victim's car, demanding money. He took off with one of the victim's bags containing a passport, cell phone, and over $300 among other items. The responding officer spotted the suspect running towards the Guam Congress building. Authorities tased him after he refused to listen to the officer's demands to drop the machete. The suspect was treated at the Guam Memorial Hospital before being placed in custody at DOC. Police also found 2 baggies with the drug ice. A 73-year-old man is accused of threatening a server at a local restaurant with a knife. William Gilbert Jokin is charged with aggravated assault and reckless conduct. Court documents state police responded to a disturbance at the Outback Steakhouse in Tuam on Friday. Police say the waiter was working when one of the customers approached him and allegedly held a steak knife to his neck. Fortunately, the victim was able to get out unharmed. Other workers came to assist. Authorities also reported that the suspect denied the allegations, but admitted he had drank several beers before showing up to the restaurant, then got upset and was yelling at staff about his order taking too long. While soaking up the sun on a Saturday swim in Tuam, an eyewitness says the man did not come back to shore. And on Saturday, the KUAM Fire Department responded to Matapang Beach after receiving the call for a missing swimmer. Caller says the man, who was described as being Asian, was floating on a 4-foot white raft wearing white board shorts with blue Hawaiian print. Here's beachgoer Joanne DeLeon, who witnessed the incident.
What I heard was outrigger, and they traveled all the way to the break where Gun Beach is at. One thing you know, that the current is strong. I went inside there just right before I came here, and it was already pulling me.
Authorities are asking anyone with information about that case to call 911 immediately. Well, sports is next, but first, here's a look at your island weather.